Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Instead of asking a rhetorical question of you that I end up answering myself, I'm going to do something a little different today. I'm going to open with a little story for you, where I explain why I got the figure that I'm unboxing today. Because today's figure and I go way back. Will it be lame, or will it be awesome? Today, in real time, we'll figure it out. Way back in 2007, in the early days of YouTube, there was a channel called Smosh, whom you may have heard of. They released a parody music video called the Transformers Rap. It was just a goofy video about them talking about liking Transformers. And it's really early YouTube in style. But there was one line in that song that really caught my attention at the time. That line was the first time I had ever heard any mention of female Transformers, let alone a female Decepticon. And sexist language aside, of course, I was freaking floored. I was like, wait, there are female Transformers? Where the hell can I find them? Well, I couldn't. This was just after the first live-action movie came out, and I didn't have any toys from the movie just yet. One of my first action figures ended up being RC from the 2007 movie line. Don't worry, we'll get to her eventually. I can just imagine all the G1 fans in the audience complaining about how I've been jabbering on about female Transformers and haven't once made an episode about RC. Hey, she wasn't the first female Transformer. But anyway, I hadn't actually seen any of the other properties at the time. So I didn't know that Thunderblast was a character from the Unicron Trilogy continuity. Shows consisting of Armada, Energon, and Cybertron. Along with Beast Wars and Beast Machines, the Unicron Trilogy was the series that kids my age were familiar with and were watching at the time. But I missed the boat on those! I actually missed the boat on a lot of franchises at some point when I was younger. That's why I spend my free time trying to recapture that extra geekery I missed out on as a kid. So I never saw Thunderblast in any form. I kept my ear to the ground and she was always at the back of my mind. But alas, no sign of her. Until very, very recently. When I finally decided to add active action figure collecting to my pastime, I made it my mission to hunt down as many female Transformer figures as I could find. Especially femcons. Even if they are just blacklight repaints of Autobot femmes. Case in point, and lo and behold, my old quarry was finally in my crosshairs. Or rather, I remembered she existed and then decided to go online and hunt her down and never rest until I find her. Which I did! On eBay. Because of course it would be on eBay. And now she's finally here! So let's open up this box and see how this long-awaited addition to my collection rates on the awesome scale. So here we go! Here we go! It's loose leaf, so there shouldn't be any internal packaging I have to open up. Other than being wrapped up in paper. Yep. Plastic bag. Classic. A lot of loose leaf action figures at cons are in plastic bags. Save that for later. Here we are. Not that bad size, actually, considering how the size of the box. This looks like a boat. I guess it's a boat. I guess she transformed into a boat. Interesting. It didn't come with a gun, unfortunately. That's the cheapest I could get. The ones that have a gun intact were a little more expensive, so I just went with this one. So she doesn't have a gun. I guess she'll take the spares that I have. It's interesting. There's no, there aren't any wheels on this, So it's really just a boat. It probably can't float. I wonder if it can float. I might test that. Alright, experiment time. Let's see if she floats. She's a boat. Let's see if she floats. She does not! So, yeah, looks interesting. It doesn't quite fit together, as you can see. Some parts aren't quite snug here, but it's cute. It's got two little seats there for passengers, but it's a Decepticon, so why would she have passengers? But it completes the illusion. Looks like she's got a Gatling gun on the front. Wonder if this comes out. Nope, that's fixed. The Gatling gun is fixed. Sleek design. I wonder if anything's supposed to go here, but I wouldn't know. These are just, they kind of look like extra wings, but some boats have stuff like this, I think. And then here's the back part. I think these are supposed to be the boosters or whatever. And please forgive me, everybody, from anyone watching this who watched Transformers Armada through Cybertron. I am completely in the dark on this, much like the Headmasters series. And even more so here, actually. And I don't have any instructions, so this is going to be completely winged, completely improvised as far as transformation goes. Here's where her gun's supposed to go. This can rotate. It has a peg joint to rotate around, and then a hinge joint to go up and down. Almost looks like a searchlight, but this is probably where the gun goes. Interesting, yeah. Nice plastic. Kind of cheap, light. This part is a little thicker. Kind of reminds me of a Happy Meal, honestly, but not that cheap. So, I'm going to do my best approximation at a transformation. This didn't come with instructions. I don't know how it works, but let's try to transform her. And there we go. I think I did it right. Wow. This is the laziest transformation I've ever seen in my entire life. Here's the boat. Here's the bot. You tuck her in and flip it over. Wow, not even I don't think even my G1 figure. I don't think even my G1 figures are this lazy with their transformation. God, I almost want to apologize. It's like they took a whole robot figure and attached it to this boat rig setup, and then just tuck her in there, and that's it. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, at least the transformation sequence worked properly. Nothing stuck, nothing broke. It did what it was supposed to do, which is not a lot. Looks like this is a really standard figure from, like, 90s, 2000s style. This is a standard figure. Super humanoid, barely looks like a robot. She looks more like a metal human. She's got them long, lovely legs, like I saw in her wiki page. Like I said, I know nothing about the Unicron trilogy. She's got heels, of course, because she's a femme fatale. No articulation on the feet or ankle joints except for how to transform it. Her legs have a hinge joint for the knee and a ball and socket joint for the hips. It's cool. And then she's got a peg joint for some minor hip articulation. for the arms, she doesn't have a wrist joint, but she's got 2 elbow joints for folding her in to the boat form. And they're regular hinge joints, and then she's got ball and socket shoulder joints. So pretty nice articulation in the arms. And then her head doesn't move at all. Oh, no, it does, actually. It's really stiff. It's very stiff, but it's a peg joint, so it moves back and forth. Oh, it's so freaking stiff. That's gonna take some working. I might have to take a couple of pliers, take it to him, just turn it back and forth. That hurts a little bit. Pretty expressionless robot face. Kinda G1 style. Her helmet area takes up a lot of her facial real estate, so it's kind of hard to see what her expression is unless you look really close. But she's got the transparent jewel setting in the back, which at the right angle causes her optics, her eyes, to glow with the sunlight. So there's that. At least there's a little personality to there. Her color scheme's pretty neat. I like it. There is a shot in the show where she's got like boobs and nipples, but those aren't here. She's just got a regular chest plate here. So yeah, interesting. And then because of this boat backpack, she stands up perfectly fine. Can't lift her feet up at the same point. But she's got a hinge joint on that attaches her to her alt mode in the back, which gives some articulation. But otherwise, you basically hold this part and then just articulate the back part. I almost wish they would have just gone ahead and taken like, you could take this part off. If you could just take this part off and then plug her in, I wouldn't see anything wrong with that, but whatever. Like I said, this looks almost like a Happy Meal for its complexity. Good joints, though. Very nice articulation in all the joints, and everything's nice and smooth moving. Nothing's too stiff. Plastic is pretty solid. The paint's glazed on. I don't think this will scratch, even though some parts, her joints feel a little soft, but I don't think they'll scratch that easily. It doesn't seem like it. She's a nice size. She's almost the same size as a deluxe class regular figure. A little smaller, but at least she's not Shrike's Feather small. But Shrike's Feather was better transformed, for sure. So yeah, I'll say I like this part. And not this part, pretty much. I just listened to a clip of Thunderblast's voice actress, Marika Hendricks, and she's an anime voice actress, so she sounds like every other annoying female character in anime. If you think of, you've probably heard her in other shows. Alright, Autobots, listen up, because I'm not going to repeat myself. You know, something like that. Very spear point, top of the throat kind of a voice. She almost sounded like Grey Griffin, but not quite. But it was interesting. Definitely not what I was expecting, that's for sure. I was expecting a bit more of a subdued voice. Don't worry, Decepticons. I'll take care of the problem. You guys just hang back. I've got this covered. You know, very, very feminine, girly, annoying, pompous, that kind of voice, which is fine. Big personality out of a smaller frame. I like it, it's fine. It works well for a villain voice, that's for sure. So what do I rate Thunderblast on the awesome scale? Well, for starters, I have to take points off for the lame transformation sequence and this big old boat backpack attached to her. Thought the head backpacks on the Seacons were bad. In vehicle mode, it's good. In robot mode, aside from this, and I guess according to the show, this is basically what's going on in the back anyway. The robot mode part of it itself is a good figure. Lots of articulation, solidly built, nice enough paint, good molding, it's fine. Just having this big old part on the back just kind of gets in the way of everything. I'm not sure how the hell she's supposed to sit down or kneel or anything. Maybe that's what this hinge joint is for, I don't know. But she's got so many points of articulation. This is like more points of articulation than you can get for a pretty standard Transformer. So what do I rate this? For honesty's sake, I'm gonna give Thunderblast here a 2 out of 5 on the awesome scale. I'm sorry, this part is fine, vehicle mode is fine, but just the build of it is it's lame, it's cumbersome. But it's not overall lame, so bad that it warrants a 1. It's a fine. It's a good. It's a good out of awesome. So yeah, so Thunderblast here from Transformers Cybertron Deluxe Class gets a solid 2 out of 5. A good out of awesome. So that was Transformers Generations Cybertron Deluxe Class Thunderblast. Was it worth the wait? No, not really. Certainly wasn't worth the money, but I guess it's because they don't make them anymore, and that's what you get for waiting freaking 10-something years before getting a character. But it is a Femcon, and like I said, the robot mode is really solid as a figure, just for that freaking big giant part of it that should have been tucked away a lot better, but that's the freaking 90s, early 2000s for you. Do I regrets? A little bit, but whatever. You know what? It's not a big deal. It was not that expensive to begin with, so it's fine. I'm fine with this. I think we'll get along okay. Next time I'll be reviewing another fairly recent addition to my collection, one I've also been holding out for a while, but for entirely head and fan canon reasons. Will it be lame, or will it be awesome? Next time, we'll figure it out. Thank you all for watching today's unboxing video. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a like. If you want more people to see the video, please be sure to give it a share. If you want to share your thoughts or answer today's question on the video, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more videos from this channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll know when more videos are coming out. And if you want to see more videos from this channel, my question for you today is, what's a piece of merch from an IP you love that you've really been holding out for a while? How much are you willing to pay for it? Please put your answer in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao, Bellas!